Hello, Sagittarius, and thank you for stopping by Moonlit Tarot-Scope to get your February 2020 general reading. This is going to be more of general messages rather than a love reading for you guys, okay? I was just sort of inspired to go this direction. But the way my readings go, they're more emotional than anything, so you're definitely going to be able to apply it to many different areas of your life. So I'm going to do a general Celtic cross spread. And then we'll kind of go from there and see what comes up and organically flow into whatever reading we might need at that time. So for you guys that are kind of new to tarot, please understand that these are group messages, so they're not ever intended for any specific one person. So I'll meditate on the group, on the energy of Sagittarius. I'm also doing a new moon live personal readings on this Friday, so be sure to subscribe or check out my Facebook page, Moonlit Tarot-Scope, to know what time. I don't know the time yet. I'm going to set the time later on when that reading will actually start. And if you jump in there early, you've got a pretty good chance of getting that live reading for free, okay, and personal. It's not just a group message. It's free and it's personal. So, Saggies, how is 2020 feeling? It's kind of a lot. Are you guys like, I don't know, reeling, spinning? There's just sort of, I feel like there's a resistance to change with y'all. And it feels, well, I'm recording this on January 21st, but we're going to take this, we are going to move into January. So we're going to look at the your present energy right now, Sagittarius, and then we're going to move into February. I'm definitely feeling different. I feel an energy shift. I feel a change. It's a little bit more grounded, and I'm not quite comfortable with it yet. So I don't know how you guys are feeling, but with Saggies, I want to say that maybe a little bit of discomfort at this time because I feel like there might be something changing within you that you are struggling to accept, okay? It's kind of like, I'm beginning to realize the truth about this thing, but for whatever reason, you're wanting to hang on to it and not change, which is unlike you, Sagittarius. So let's get into this a little bit more and see what is happening for y'all. Did I lose a card? Wow, I seriously thought one dropped on the floor and it didn't, so that's kind of odd. Okay. Woohoo! I'm spacey tonight. Trancy is all hell. All right, so for Sagittarius, let's go ahead and lay out your Celtic cross. One. I love y'all, by the way. Archers, just hang in there, man. Just hang in there. I feel like February is going to lighten up. Definitely lightening up in February. Definitely. Sort of, I think you guys, I'm including myself, I feel like we really don't know where to point our arrows at right now. Just like a little lost. Like, give me a goal. Give me something to do. Give me a focus. And of course, Sagittarius, you want to figure out what that focus is yourself, right? Because you're a philosopher. And then I can point my arrow. But I feel like you guys really don't really know where to point your arrows at this time. So let's see if the cards can help us out with a little bit more clarity of where we are at. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, crossed by the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, definitely. There's so much grounding energy going on that I feel like with us fire, with the fire, it's not an oppression. It's not like feeling held back. It's more like, you know, living in the real world. Let's live in the real world in 2020, y'all. Okay, we'll get some more information. I'll hold the cards up as we talk about it. Okay, so what you don't know is that I think there's a harsh little critic inside your subconscious, okay? You've got a really harsh little critic, and I feel like you guys are in your head a lot. I feel there is okay, there is some fire in this. There's very little fire in this reading. There's a lot of air. There's a lot of earth. Earth can give the impression sometimes of stifling or putting out the fire, right? But just know that no, it's grounding you because air just brings the fire and it just whips it up, right? And creates the fire, and then you've got the earth that you need. You need the earth to put the fire on, right? So it is the grounding. But I feel like you guys are feeling just speechless. speechless. And as the orators as you are, that's a little different. But I think there's some talking in your head that's happening. It's almost like a lingering from 2019, from all of that energy from 2019. There's a lingering, and you're wanting to transform it, and you need to take that sharp intellect and turn it into love, like a loving aspect, rather than a critical voice. And I do feel like there's a critical voice, a critical energy within you. That doesn't mean that it's dark. It's just like analytically looking at things a little bit instead of just going where your passion is. Because I feel like you need to find where that passion is. In your recent past, we have the Ace of Swords in reverse. So this is also sort of a brand new thought, epiphany, aha moment, but it's in reverse. So I think that is just reading directly into what I was already saying before I pulled the cards, which is just, you're so close to figuring out what it is. You're so close, but you're just not there yet. You're just sort of like, there is definitely a block. So let's go ahead and I'm going to use my Cosmic Tribe deck. And let's go ahead and clarify this Ace of Swords. Why do we have this Ace of Swords in reverse for your recent past? This indicate air as well. You could have been influenced by heavy air in the recent past as well. I've been noticing as well is that when I'm in air energy lately, because I really pick up on elemental energy a lot, I've been getting a lot of headaches, a lot of headaches. So that, you guys could be getting headaches. You guys could be, your crown chakra and your third eye chakra could just be way open. And so it's, I think that you guys are onto something, but rather than it feeling sensical or even lighting a fire within you, it's just still swirling around above you. Prince of Cups in the upright. This is all about, pure romantic love. So this could have to do with love. It's, for a lot of you, this could be about the direction your love life is going, and where does the romance fit in, guys? Where is the romance here? Are you avoiding there seems to be recently a deadening of your own senses, maybe your own intuition in your recent past in order to embrace a romance or embrace a feeling of romance that you might have felt was missing from your life. But I'm really, really interested in this black hole that you see where the cup is going up through the atmosphere into the black hole. I feel like you guys are way up high. I feel like a lot of you could be astral projecting. You could be going places in your sleep. It's frenetic energy. There's so much energy, but it's not directed at anything. So I do know that what's crowning you is you've got to change your plan. You've got to change your direction. Things are changing, dude. Things are changing, and there's a resistance to it. But the good news is all of the Capricorn transits that we recently went through did affect you deeply. I think we're still in the process of, it was needed. It was desperately, Sagittarius was desperately needed, even though it was kind of hard. And, I'm going to be honest with you, like, I don't really feel super, like, a lot of times I'm goofy and joke and whatever. I'm just not feeling like that. And I haven't for a while. It's just on and off, but definitely because, I'm percolating. There's percolating going on here. There's percolating. It's sort of like the simmering before the boil, right? Before the water boils over. So what is crowning you here is the Three of Wands in reverse. So this is your ability to mutate. This is all about you being able to change your plans. All right. And having the guts, literally having the balls. Sorry, but that's what I heard. To do that, oh, look, Nine of Discs to clarify this. Okay, so yes, do you want to stay where you're comfortable? Or do you want to move in a direction of bliss and beauty, right? And solid, again, this is Earth energy. This is also a Virgo for me, and Aquarius. But yeah, this is are you going to move in a direction taking all those things that you worked so hard for? Do you have to let all those things go in order to change the direction or the path of your life? Do you have to let it go? Know that you have within you all the gems that you need. You already have it. It's already there, okay? And that's why you're whacked out and you can't decide where to go, what to do. you know, because I know you want to travel. I know you want to go places. Whether or not it is physical or not, it doesn't matter. A Sagittarius has to move, think, change. Sagittarians have to constantly be learning and educating themselves. Honestly, this is what keeps your energy high and focused. So you have been learning and you're doing your homework, Sagittarius. You're doing your homework. I do see that, and I want to acknowledge that, recognize that, and validate you. You are doing your homework, and you are percolating, and you are about to come into a realization of a shift and change in your life or your lifestyle or whatever that could be. This could be your love life. This could be in all aspects of your life. It can actually infiltrate all aspects of your life because you might be actually in the middle of a reality shift where your reality is actually changing. It's becoming more grounded and it's becoming more, you will be able to affect people more with this energy, guys, even though it's kind of uncomfortable to you now. So in the near future, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is energy of, with all these court cards, they're all air in reverse. So this is going to imply Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's also with the Knight, this is a little bit more, you know, your subconscious right now is immature with the Page, and then we're moving into the near future with a maturity with the Knight of Swords. However, the Knight of Swords being in reverse is a bit of a concern. So this is going to indicate that we might want to keep some of our thoughts to ourselves. Understand that you might be just having naturally harsh judgments. This is your way of shifting through the bullshit. This is your way of finding the truth. Totally channel message. And it's scary to go to the harsh truths. It's scary to confront the harsh truths, but the Knight of Swords, he's not afraid to confront the harsh truths. In fact, the Knight of Swords will seek them out, okay? And we'll get to the bottom of it, guys. And you know what? Where are you going to plant your feet when you aim that arrow? Where are you going to aim the arrow? Why are you wasting your energy on things that it's not where your heart and soul's at anymore? It's not even really where your your resting place is. Okay. You know, this could be just your standard old, you know, I'm thinking of the old crone. I'm thinking of the hermit. The hermit energy has been really high over the last couple of weeks, but I'm thinking of moving into a life of more, you are going to be effective more if you shoot straight. And when you do this with the intention, and your intention, I think, is where you might be a bit lost. This is where you might need to seek help. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. Why do we have the Knight of Swords for the near future for Sagittarius? It's a maturing, and it's a bit of a painful one, guys. It's good though. It is good. It's good. It is really good. Because you've got to, Sagittarians are mutable. Sagittarians can change. Sagittarians are actually capable of taking the old and bringing it with the new. I was just reading today on People magazine at the doctor's office, because I don't read magazines, right? The person of the year that people picked out is a 16-year-old girl from Sweden who's an environmentalist, 16 years old, who has autism, or no, not autism, Asperger's, or is it autism? One of them, she's on the spectrum. She's a person of the year, all right? So we're embracing the old and the new, and we're bringing this together. And this may be going on in your life. I don't mean to get into, I don't really like to take this outside, but it's sort of like the realization that we've got to blend the old with the new. And you guys might be tapped into that energy as well. And it's a maturing that's happening. You're just growing up, sweethearts. You're growing up. You're growing. You're moving, you're maturing, and this is good, okay? Even though it may not feel comfortable, it is good, all right? And once the clouds clear, you'll be able to point that arrow. And unfortunately, this over here, right, was a black hole. Okay, so maybe in the recent past you thought you had it, but you didn't have it, babe. You didn't have it. You didn't have it. You thought you had it figured out, or you thought you knew what you wanted, and then everything has changed. All right, so to clarify the Knight of Swords, we have the Four of Cups in reverse and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So it is, wow, it is, yes, oh my. There's so much confusion going on. Wow. There's a lot of confusion here, guys. And not only is there confusion, but there is the tendency to focus on the negative. And I feel like what Spirit is trying to tell us, Sagittarius, is that, you know, we've got to embrace all aspects of life, the comfortable and the uncomfortable. And this is uncomfortable. But if you embrace it and you just allow yourself to be uncomfortable, like my bra strap just slipped down and I really want to pull it up, but I'm just going to leave it there. It's so uncomfortable. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Just embrace it, you know? Next time you get a wedgie, just leave it. See how you feel. See, I got my goofy back. See, it happened. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Lighten the load. February, we're going to lighten things up. We really, really are. Okay? So let's ask for any further advice from Spirit. Let's see. Let me get my cards started here. We're going to ask for advice moving into, because I'm not, this near future with this Knight of Swords in reverse and this Seven of Cups and this Four of Cups in reverse, I ain't got time for it. You got time for that? Good thing the future can be changed. Good thing none of that's set in stone. All right. So, I mean, I'm a believer in the tarot, and I believe that the major arcana are a little bit more hard, a little bit more of a difficult energy to shift. But everything, all the minor arcana is shiftable. Okay. So here's the danger. Moving forward, we're dealing with, yes, you are growing, but you could actually unintentionally push people away because you're focused on how uncomfortable you are, and you are also being you're absorbing so much information. I feel like you're absorbing too much information right now, and what that can be doing to you, Sagittarius, is it can make you very scattered, and you don't like that because you want to know what you're talking about. You want to feel like you know what you're talking about. You want to feel like you know what's happening, and I feel like you don't right now. But believe me, that's a challenge, and it's only growth. Only growth. It's only spiritual growth, and it's a beautiful thing to see. So let's go ahead and ask Spirit here for any guidance for Sagittarius going through this. It feels like transformation. It's not a Scorpio. It's not a dive deep transformation. It's more of a let's dig in our heels and get to the bottom of this deal. Okay, let's get it to the root of the problem. Okay, let's not just stop. Let's just not stop putting Band-Aids on, you know, on a wound that isn't healed yet, or the Band-Aid. The wound needs airing out, guys. Air it out. You know, and it's also okay to let people know you're not okay. What is this? What is the advice, Spirit? What is the advice? We'll just pull 3 cards. 5 of Discs in reverse. You're not alone, darling. That's exactly what I was saying. You are not alone. You are not stuck in this cog of the wheel. You don't have to go along and just, Okay, I'm having a feeling. Let me finish. Queen of Wands here. Oh, girl, get your mojo back. Whoa, this is your mojo, and it is coming back. Embrace your mojo, okay? And art, temperance. So our advice, darling, this is the temperance card. This is art in this particular deck, but it really is the Temperance Angel. It's the 14. So at the end of the day, stop worrying about what other people think. Stop worrying about if you have popular views or methods. Who gives a shit? Okay, because the fact that the 5 of Discs is in reverse is basically saying the 5 of Discs in the upright is more like I've been shut out and shunned. He reminds me of like the Phantom of the Opera, the guy that lives, in the opera, and like he can't let his face be seen because he would be shunned. But it's in reverse. It's reverse. So this is good. So the advice is, I don't like the old adage and the old cliche of like, oh, I don't care what anybody thinks. Okay, that's not true. Okay, you can't not care what anybody thinks and be human. Okay, you're gonna have some aspect, because you know why you care about what people think, Sagittarius, is because I think you have a big heart and you want to get things. You want to reach other people and you want to speak to them and you want to help them and influence them and let them know that life is freaking fantastic. Okay? Life is great. So you've got to be a little bit of oddball in order to do that. Okay? So you're going to play, this is real super Aquarian energy too. It's like this very radical outside idea, very unpopular idea. That might be what you're running from, okay? Embrace your beauty, your sexuality, your heat, and your fire. Just know that right now you might be stoking those fires and they're burning low because you need to know what direction to point it. But when you do get in that space of feeling real and comfortable and feeling real with yourself, okay, you are going to attract the type of energy toward you that you truly, truly desire right now. And you miss because it's been so freaking cold, all right? We're in the coldest part of the year. We're living in the absence of light. We're living in the dark times right now. And that's a bit of a struggle for the Sagittarius. And with the art card, baby, that is just all about balance, creativity, knowing that you can go to the edge of the cliff. You don't have to jump off, okay? But you're the one that's brave enough to look down and see what's at the end of the world, right? Right? By the way, I believe the world is round. But if you were a flat earther, you know what I'm talking about. All right, Sagittarius, let's look at the bottom of the deck to just kind of get the overall. And we've got the 10 of Discs in reverse. The 10 of Discs, beautiful card. This is all about, achieving that, kind of coming full cycle with that solid financial comfort that you so desire, and being that it's in reverse, it's just like the overall, like, baby, you're working on it. You're working on it. The Wheel of Fortune, you're living in that Wheel of Fortune right now, and it's turning. I didn't have the Wheel of Fortune card. this is just channeled. It's turning, and you're just going to have to hold on for a little while. Okay. I do want to advise you to ground yourself. I have a Virgo friend who recently, grounding to me, I always thought it was like an exercise in meditation of, put your feet on the ground and put your head down, breathe deep, or dig your feet into the earth. And that's very grounding too. But grounding be as simple as eating a sandwich, guys. Okay? Organizing your life in a very simplified way. Clean your spaces. Clean out your closets. Clean out the clutter. Clean out the clutter in your mind. Because this confusion, this emotional confusion, and this focusing on what you didn't get last year, okay, is clouding your judgment, all right? Okay, guys, I really love you. I cannot wait to see you guys in the chat. Please show up for the new moon reading on Friday night. I'm feeling very, very close to this new moon. I'm very excited about the Aquarian new moon, guys. So I would love to see you guys there, just to be in the chat and hang out with me, all right? And also, like I said earlier, join my Facebook group if you like, Moonlit Tarot-Scope. Like and subscribe. Just taking a few minutes to hit that little like button is so helpful to me, okay? I really love you guys, and I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all holding out while I kind of got myself together, okay? Lots of love. Bye.